Hello YouTubers, DEFan3D coming at you out here for the Elko points update, and then with some other stuff too, headline in here. But right now I'm talking about the point situation at Elko. So it's Chad Wallen, Jake Ryan, Donnie Reavers, Brian Sarkeski, and then Ryan Verner, then Jerry Wolf, Steve Anderson Jr., Colin Stalker, and Joel Tyson in the 75 car. So that is your top 10 in points right now. And I looked at the history of Elko's points championship. Chad Wallen has never ever won a points championship at Elko, and Jacob Gady has won them since 2014. So it's been a while, and 2013 was won by Dan Fredrickson. So it's been a while since he's won one, and Donnie Reavers has not won since 2010. So it's kind of been a while, and but yeah, so that's pretty incredible there, to say the least. But and Jake Ryan, it's been a long time since he's won a points championship at Elko. I think he last won one in 2000, and possibly 2001, maybe 2002, but it was somewhere earlier in there. But actually, Donnie Reavers won the one in 2000. So, and I think Jake Ryan might have won maybe 2003, maybe 2002. I have to check that stat, but you can look it up on the internet. But Jake Ryan has definitely won a points championship. It's just been a while. So, but Chad Wallen, that he's looking really good. Hopefully, he has a good night tonight. I'm just playing this Elko season out by ear, so I was just really glad to make opener so far. I do plan on going back August the 3rd in the next couple of weeks. The next time they go back will be the Arkham Menards event, and then somewhere down the line in August I'll probably wind up going again. But September, we got a luck and kind of a silly season for the championship there, so that one I'll try to see what can go down there. But Thunderstruck still looking pretty good. It might be 50-50, but I think we're still pretty good in luck for that one. But definitely got lacrosse nailed in. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to go on Sunday because that's my grandfather's 80th birthday. So can you believe that? So that's a big deal. But Saturday, I've not been to Saturday at lacrosse since 2016. That was a year before this YouTube channel was made out. I didn't come out with this until the fall of 2017, and the first season of Elko and all the racing stuff happened in 2018. Your Austin Dillon wound up winning that Daytona 500, which you saw his car at Iowa Speedway. I'll talk about that experience later this year when I talk about the season as a whole, but I got a lot of talk about Iowa. You guys are loving those videos. Keep it up. Unfortunately, I'm kind of heartbroken because I poured my heart out for the Cup guys. There's only one thumbs up on that video, and the Xfinity one has 3. I would just like to see that just get a lot more likes on that Cup one, because that was a very, very strategic move I made out there, and that's probably going to be the only time you'll ever see me in that Cup garage. I'll tell the story about what happened and what all transpired and went down, because it was good and a bad situation that I was in, but then there was a good outcome overall. So it's gonna be a wave of emotions, and it's certainly cool as heck for me to talk about that a little bit. But unfortunately, I didn't stay for the Xfinity race because it looked 50-50 for weather. And by the time I got back here, it was like 15 laps to go in stage 3. So, but the ARCA race was fun. Nice job by Connor winning that one in the 28 car. And of course, there's a reason why I wasn't able to film that on pit road, but you guys still like the video regardless, which is pretty cool. But the victory lane with Luke Finhouse, that was awesome. And but Elko is going to be fun, and I still have those garage passes for that, so there won't be a problem with that. So, but other than that, Joel's looking good. He's in 10th this year. It's the best I've ever seen him run in the points at Elko, so Joel's looking good. It'll be interesting to see if he's there or not. It's going to be based on the point situation, but I think he's been so far consistent and making every Elko race so far this year. So if he's going to be in August there, that'd be perfect. And I'm usually in contact with all these guys via Facebook, but actually my Facebook got hacked, so I just didn't decide to bother making a whole refresher. So, But I'll let those guys know that I've been out of contact for a while, but hopefully I can find some way to maintain and maybe get some cell phone numbers, so something like that. But other than that, really, really happy with the season overall at Elko this year, what I've been able to see from YouTube videos, and then what I've been seeing on the internet, just point situations like I saw on my phone. So it's kind of nice to not having an iPad and looking at it, talking like this and flipping through. So plus too, I like wearing sunglasses for these videos a little bit, but yeah, it's just it's a lot better just look at my phone and then kind of remember what I said and saw earlier. So it's a lot more free roaming. So it's a lot better doing it like this. And a lot of YouTubers that talk and do other videos and stuff. Like a shout out to Daz Watches. Love that guy a lot. He's kind of like a laid back atmosphere, and then you're able to see a screen. Fortunately, I can't split screen stuff like that because I'm used to using my Samsung Galaxy S22 phone. So, but it's a small operation, but it kicks out a lot of subscribers, which if you've seen the numbers, they're looking pretty good. And I got to thank every one of you and just keep it up. And I'm really happy. And I'm getting close to 500, and that's halfway to 1,000. So that's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But your comments on some of these videos that I've been reading, very generous, you guys. Very, very happy about that. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for that. So that's really, really cool. And then of course, got to thank Joel Tyson Racing and Life Spark and Educare. So it's pretty awesome. And then the old title sponsor, ASA Midwest Tour, so which is part of this. And then also to the sponsors, got to shout out Gene Coleman Racing and Best Pro Shops. You can kind of see the Best Pro Shop postcards I have behind me. So great shout out for those guys, and it's pretty awesome. So, but just want to chime in there a little bit, and it was really cool getting the 75 postcard from Joel. That's down there, so underneath my TV stand here, which is where this is sitting on, and my phone is actually sitting on a phone tripod that I bought off of eBay for $7 2 years ago. So it's finally now better, but I don't have. I used to in the other when I was living in Chaska downtown, I had my phone on 2 hockey pucks sitting on there, which you guys were seeing me, but that was kind of very unstable to make. And then when the phone was on there, it was fine, and it was propped up against a few pictures of Dale Earnhardt and Dale Jr. This is more stable. What behind us here is the flat screen TV on the TV stand, but this is a lot better communicating like this and not have to worry about gonna catch my phone if it falls or nothing. So very sturdy. But yeah, pretty happy about the season, and looking forward to going to Elko, and for my second time this year. But I've been going ever since 2000, so 24 years in a row has been pretty good. And I haven't gone this less since, geez, I think back to 2012, maybe 2013. I know I went 4 times in 2014, 10 years ago, so I'm halfway there. So. But if I go 4 and tie what I did in 2014, hey, I'd take that, because the 4 I went to were pretty big. I went to Opener, the ARCA race, and then the race before Thundershook 93, and then Thundershook 93, which was the longest night 10 years ago, soon to be in September. But I'll talk history about that when we get closer to that date in September. But I call that, I dub it, I don't know if anybody else does out there, but I dub it the longest night in Elko Speedway history. And it's kind of like, it's one hot night, it was one long night. And I'll give you details about that. I got some other stuff to share for the video for that one, and give some peeps some shout outs. So, but other than that, just can't thank you guys enough. You've been awesome. And I'll see you in the next one, and then we'll certainly bring the content, or I'll bring the content. You guys will be with me seeing that when I post the videos of Elko. And I record more of the ARCA race than I do through editing, so I usually record about 10 videos, but I try to crunch it down to 4 to probably 5, so you guys aren't watching like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and all the way to part 1 to part 10. So I just kind of like to separate a bit. But then also too, not only am I recording, I also like to take in the atmosphere, because that's a big deal. And it's like being at Bristol in the infield, and at Elko, to see the infield like that perspective on Elko Hill with the inside retaining walls. I now wear earmuffs, but the first year I did that in 2021, I had no earmuffs on me whatsoever. My ear, I thought I was gonna go deaf after that night on Sunday morning, but I woke up, I was fine. So thank gosh, God, thank the good Lord for that one. So that was really good. So I'm really happy about that. But now I'm definitely wise up. But there are points in the race that I do take my headset, the uh, the earmuffs off, or the headset as I like to call it, and take that off and put it around my neck and kind of take in the atmosphere there. And my buddy Sam that goes with me, I think I only counted to 1.2 milliseconds before he put him back on, and I said just try it, and the cars went around one time, he stuck him back on. He's like, I think I'm good. So, and I did it for 5 laps before I put him back on. So, yeah, I can be ARCA NASCAR tough. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, being in the garage area at Iowa with the 8 car and the 3 and the 8 of Kyle Busch, that was cool. And to get the exhaust pipes sounding from the 8 Junior Motorsports ride of Sammy Smith, that I'm always going to cherish that video with this big smile on my face, because that's the closest I ever got to Junior's Budweiser car at a racetrack. So I will have to say that was a good point, and I did get to meet Austin Dillon, and I do have his autograph. I'll show that later this year, and with a postcard that I got off of eBay to match with it, which is a very rare one, and I don't know how many of these are left in the world, but I have one, and I talked the seller down from a big number to a smaller number, and that's how I got it. So, but talk to you guys soon, and hopefully you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one, and be safe out there.